been slaving over a hot stove all day just so you can go down to the bigger jigger and drink your supper.
Oh, Mama, when a man works hard all day, he's got to unwind.
Oh, my goodness, then, can't you unwind having a pleasant meal with your family?
She's right. Now sit down and be pleasant, damn it.
An order from Mama herself. She's one of the most memorable TV characters, making her debut on the Carol Burnett Show in the 70s and then spinning off into her own show, Mama's Family, of course. And we are lucky enough to have the matriarch, Vicki Lawrence, here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
I am amazed. It's been 30 years.
I know you're too young.
No, oh, that's very sweet. Lots of Botox. It has been
too much information.
Okay. Well, you know, did you have any idea that when this segment first started on the Carol Burnett Show that it would take off the way that it did?
I think maybe we did. I think Carol and Harvey and I did. I think the writers were appalled.
Why?
Yeah. Well, first of all, they wrote Mama for Carol, and she didn't want that part. She wanted the part of Eunice. They figured that a guest star would play Eunice, so she said, I want to be Eunice, I want Vicki to be Mama. They were very upset about that. She decided to do it Southern. They said, you will offend the entire South. The first time they heard it in rehearsal, they got up and walked out. The first time we did it in rehearsal, of course, was we were pretty, I mean, we knew we had something special.
Right.
Because you can feel that chemistry when you're rehearsing. And the first run-through is always a little nerve-wracking because the first time the whole crew comes down into the rehearsal hall to see what you're doing.
Right.
So Carol and I sort of met up in the ladies' room, which was always our hiding place to sort of get into your, you know, get into the zone before the run-through.
Get into your inner Mama and Eunice now at this point.
I'm sitting, well, talk about too much information. I'm sitting where I'm sitting, Carol's sitting where she's sitting, and the doors are closed, and I didn't even know she was in there.
Right.
And I hear this voice in the stall next to me say, Mama. So I thought, okay, we're going to do a little improv. So I said, what the hell is it, Eunice? She said, I'm just wondering if you got any toilet paper over there. I said, I'm busy right now, Eunice. She said, well, I just need some pieces of paper. I said, well, when I'm done doing what I'm doing, if I've got any toilet paper left, I'll get you your damn paper. Okay, fine. We're having this big old huge argument on the toilet.
Oh,
the high heels come in, they leave so quickly. We came out. I mean, you know how great the echo is in the toilet. You know how great
I don't know. Well, in your particular bathroom,
this is going to be great.
I'm speculating that.
Oh, you got a lot of echo going in there. It's a good place to rehearse.
And born out of confidence right there in the ladies' room.
We kind of knew. I think we knew.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, obviously, given the fact that it is 30 years and now the entire series is out on DVD, I mean, why do you think that there has been? It spans generations, it spans time, the type of humor that you, that Carol, that Harvey, Rue McClanahan, I mean, the cast is just, it's a who's who, really.
I know, hard to fail with that kind of a supporting cast.
But at the same time, and you guys had amazing chemistry, but at the same time, though, you had to strike a certain kind of humor that was going to be able to carry through this amount of time.
Well, we were talking about it before we started talking about it. I think it was kind of rooted in reality. I think Mama was very true to her generation. She was all about setting those boundaries and having a little discipline, and very frankly, she needs to have a little talk with Miley Cyrus right now. You know, it was rooted in reality.
What would Mama say to Miley?
Well, I think she would want to send her to her room and spank her, but then I'm just kind of afraid she might enjoy it a little bit too much. I don't know what the hell to make of that girl.
Oh, my God.
Either that or Mama would learn to twerk. Move on over there and teach me how that thing works there.
Oh, no. No foam hands involved on that one. What is the most memorable moment that you have had? Because, again, starting from the Carol Burnett Show and now moving and spinning it off, is there one particular episode that sticks out to you?
Oh my gosh, no. There's so many. We had so much fun. We got paid for playing dress up.
Yeah.
We had Mama's Family down to a 4-day work week by the time we finished. I mean, I guess if I had to pick my favorite episodes, they would maybe be, I would say maybe Russia Mama, which is in the first few, which was me, Dorothy Lyman, Carol Burnett, Betty White. Please, dear Lord, how do you not have a ball on stage with those ladies? And it was a takeoff on the old Japanese film Rashomon, where Mama gets hit in the head with a kettle, and everybody has their own version of what happened.
Right.
So we redid the scene several times, completely differently. Or the wedding. I did love the wedding.
The wedding was one of my favorite. You joke the fact that I'm too young, but the fact of the matter is, I watched it with my family. It was
well,
a
and actually, I have to say, I have a lot of young fans who really, you know, I have college kids who say we would just not have gotten through without Mama.
I mean, and as an actress, as a comedian, it's got to be incredibly gratifying to know that you have that kind of, and I hate using the word legacy because oftentimes people look at that as a negative connotation, which I do not mean it as such.
No,
but,
it's incredible.
But it's got to be satisfying to know that when you guys found that, you really stumbled on something that was amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I think everybody loves Carol so much, and we're sort of like these benefactors of a lot of that excess love that falls around Carol.
Right,
it's
right.
just a lot of good memories surrounding her, and
I mean, as a child, I actually thought you two were sisters for the longest time, and then when I
think that was kind of the plan.
Well. But it was very heartbreaking to me. For whatever reason, I felt like you were just very much a part of the family, and I was kind of like, well, I thought I knew, you know.
Well, she made me part of the family. You know, scooped me up under her wing. And
what can you say about that? You look at the comedic landscape now. Is there anything that comes remotely close? And you don't have to drop names or particular show titles or anything like that. But do you have anyone that you're a particular fan of?
Well, I think there are a lot of really funny women out there working now. I mean, I think Tina Fey is amazing, and Amy Poehler, and Kristen Wiig, and there are a lot of very funny ladies out there working now.
Have you heard a lot of comparison for your cast with Carol Burnett, with Betty White, Rue McClanahan, into the comparison with the Amy Poehler, Tina Fey group? Have you ever heard that comparison?
Well, I know a lot of those women sort of looked up to, you know, because Carol was very much a pioneer in that she was the first woman to ever head up a variety show, and so she was a pioneer and a force to a lot of those young women.
I'm gushing right now. I think I'm actually sweating right now. Because honestly, I think that you really.
I think Jane Lynch wrote me a fan letter. She said when she was 12 and I was probably 18.
Right.
And she really thought that she should have my spot on the Carol Burnett show, and she figured I was going to be her leg up.
Oh my gosh!
So she wrote me a fan letter.
That is amazing. Well, I mean, I can't thank you enough for stopping by. Mama's Family's out on DVD now.
Very excited.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So you can just sit and rewind as many times as you want and try to nail down the accent as best you can. MamasFamilyDVDs.com. Thank you so much, Vicki Lawrence. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thanks, you guys.